Hello, welcome back to another lesson. In this lesson, I will explain access control models. So I'm going to explain how permissions are organized and enforced in systems. Before we get into the lesson properly, I want you to know that access control models provide structure for deciding who can do what. And having a good understanding of these models help explain why some systems are easy to manage securely while others fail at scale. Now let's get right into it. What's the sense of access control models? Or why can we say access control models matter? Because access must be designed and not improvised. Yes, permissions need structure rather than ad hoc decisions. Poor models can lead to excessive access. Large systems require consistency. Now, what is an access control model? Access control models define how authorization works. They are the frameworks for assigning permissions. They define how access decisions are made, they guide authorization design, and they are used across systems and applications. Let's pick the first one, which is the Discretionary Access Control, DAC. DAC gives control to the resource owner. In DAC, the owner decides who gets access, users can grant permissions to others, and this is common in file systems, and it is flexible but can be very risky. What are the examples of DAC? DAC is common but easy to misuse. We have file sharing permissions, users granting access to other users, owner-managed controls. Mistakes also can spread access quickly. And that is why DAC can be very risky despite the fact that it is flexible. The second one is MAC, which is Mandatory Access Control. Note that this is different from the MAC in MAC address. Now, MAC or MAC enforces strict and centralized control. In MAC, a central authority defines access rules. Users cannot change permissions. Access is based on classification levels, and it is very strict and tightly controlled. What are MAC examples? MAC is used in high security environments. We can see it in government classified data, clearance-based access, and environments with strict compliance needs. Role-based access control organizes access around job functions. In role-based access control, permissions are assigned to roles, users are assigned to roles, roles contain predefined permissions, and it is easy to manage at scale. Here are a few examples of RBAC or role-based access control. Role-based access control, RBAC, simplifies enterprise access. Access like admin, manager, and employee roles, department-based access control, and this is widely used in many organizations. And also it reduces complexity and error. The next one is ABAC or ABAC or attribute-based access control. ABAC or ABAC enables flexible context-aware access. And in ABAC, access decisions use attributes. Conditions and context are evaluated. It is also more flexible than role-based access control, and it supports dynamic decisions. Here are a few examples of attribute-based access control. Attribute-based access control adapts access to context. So we can see it in location-based access, time-based access rules, device-based access checks, and context-aware security controls. Let's now compare all the models. Each model has strengths and weaknesses. For DAC, we can say it is flexible but risky. For MAC, we can say it is strict but rigid. For RBAC, we can say it balances control and simplicity. And for ABAC, we can say it provides fine-grained control. Now, which model is the best? The truth is, there is no universal answer. The best model depends on your environment, scale and risk matter. Also, when you are choosing a model, many systems combine multiple models. We can see this in many big organizations. And no single model fits every use case. So you have to look for the best model that fits the use case you have in mind. Let's now consider access control and the CIA triad. Access control supports core security goals. For confidentiality, it is protected through restrictions. For integrity, it is protected through permissions checks. For availability, it is supported through controlled access. And access control is a core security foundation that applies to the three components of CIA triad. In this lesson, we have been able to explain why structure matters. We have seen that access control must be structured. We've seen that different models fit different needs. We've seen that excessive access is a major risk. And we've seen that design choices directly impact security. Now let's take a test together. Here is the question. Which access control model assigns permissions based on job roles? Pause the video, read through the options, pick your answer and drop that in the comments. Come back and play the video to see the correct answer. What's the correct answer? The correct answer is C, which is role-based access control. That's all for this lesson, and please, if you're here to subscribe to our channel, kindly do that now. Also, do not forget to like, share, and comment. Thank you so much, and see you in the next lesson.